Well, my teaching philosophy is that I tell the students that this learning is not just for you. I want them to not just be consumers of information, but I want them to be able to take that information and know that they're going to have to give it back out into the world. And so we use a lot of real life case studies or real life application in the classroom. And so I'm biased, I'm cardiovascular disease. So if we're studying and learning about the cardiovascular system, I want them to be able to apply it to not just know the facts, but know how are they going to help individuals or communities that's burdened with cardiovascular disease, public health. If you're going to be a researcher, how can I find new drugs or new medications to treat? Or if you're going into statistics or if you're math, how can you look at that data and represent that well? And so overall, real world application, you're going to work with real people, real problems, and so you want to be able to have real solutions. And so I want the students to know that it's service oriented, that you don't just hoard knowledge, but you give it back. One of my hopes and visions that I talk to the students about, going out and being change agents, making a difference in this world, fixing problems and having solutions. And if they're going to do that, they need to understand the entire world in which we live in and not just a microcosm of which they grew up. And so even myself as a Black female first generation college student, I grew up in an inner city, I'm Christian, and I'm a scientist. And so there's a lot of dimensions to who I am and how I operate as an individual in this world. And the same is with my students. But we all need to be able to come together and find solutions to these real world problems that I'm preparing them for in the classroom. And so I think it's critical, if not the most important thing, even more important than the content that we're actually teaching the students. Because if we just send them out there with content and they have no context and they have no desire to implement change, I think our efforts were just futile in doing that.